Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch.
Love is
Love
Blind.
is Blind.
Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to Sisters Who Watch.
Hello, I'm Shelby.
And I'm Laura, and we're sisters who watch everything. TV, movies, sports, concerts, and couples getting engaged before ever seeing each other. Today we're watching Love is Blind.
Love is Blind UK. Season 2.
Before we get into our review of Love is Blind UK Season 2, please make sure you're giving us 5 stars. 5 stars.
Thank you.
Wherever you listen, please.
Thank you very much.
Rate, download, subscribe. Follow us on social media at Sisters Who Watch. We're really killing it on TikTok these days, so go check out our page. And give us some love, give us some support, and give us a follow.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right,
Thank
Shelby.
you. It's time.
What were your expectations in coming into Season 2 of Love is Blind UK?
I'm not gonna lie, they were high because Season 1 was a banger. Was obsessed. Freddie Freeman was an icon. Well, what's his name? It's Freddie. I don't know his last name. Freddie was an icon. His drama with the girl that only wanted his money.
She was so horrible.
Ollie and Demi.
Yeah.
The drama. And then you also had loving couples like Jasmine and Bobby who are expecting a baby.
Oh, what great
Love
news.
that for them. And on the reunion, he was so sweet, saying how beautiful Jasmine is. And
that was very cute.
What a beautiful couple. And then Benaya and Nicole? What's her name?
Nicole and Benaya.
Nicole and Benaya. They're still together, traveling
And
the world.
Clown, the tall man who was like,
Sam?
tried to have
Is
sex
that his
with
name?
Ray. I don't remember.
Oh,
He was horrible.
horrible.
I still am like obsessed with Nicole and Benaya. I don't follow them on anything.
Are you really?
But I just think they're
I have no idea what they're doing.
I have no idea what they're doing either. But like the way they came together last season was just so wild. And I'm just so happy they're still together.
I agree. In fact, I'm glad they're still together.
I really am.
I'm like happy for Nicole because she almost denied her blessing.
I know. And it just is a testament that, you know, you can't do the wrong thing to the right person, right? That's what they say. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Because, right, she fully rejected him, you know, chose someone else, but then was like, I'm so sorry I made a mistake. Like, please forgive me. And he was like, okay, that's my woman and I'm going to get her. And it's just like, their relationship is so interesting. And I just love how he treats
They're both quirky
They're
and
so
fun.
kooky. They're so kooky. I really enjoy it. So I'm happy for
100%
that.
agree.
I agree. My expectations were high. I loved season 1 of UK last year.
Really good.
Such a breath of fresh air. I feel like it's funny. We talked about this in our review last year. Like, what we have seen from the British, television. My only point of reference is like the trashy Love Island and the Great British Bake Off with Paul Hollywood. So those are like my 2 frames of reference. So I think when we think of British dating, we think of the trashy chaos of Love Island. And then when we're watching Love is Blind UK, we're like, oh my, these people are classy. Like they are some classy British people. Whereas I feel like in the US, they're not very, I don't know. I feel like the Americans on Love is Blind are not near the caliber of the singles on Love is Blind UK.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Completely agree. And I think that's why I had high expectations.
Yes.
And sadly, they were not met. And we're about to get into it.
No.
And I'm trying to think, is it because season 1 always is magic, right?
Yeah.
Love is Blind US season. Like the first season is always so magical. And even though, right, there have been other Love is Blind seasons, so it's not like people didn't know they could get famous, but something about season 2 just did not hit the same way.
No, not at all.
Didn't. I was disappointed in it.
Yeah, I think the men, this is also why I don't, Shelby and I talk about going on, reality TV shows and whatever, but the men on these shows are just always the worst possible men in the universe. Like and there's a couple gems here and there, but the far majority of them are clowns and should, like, you would think the people on Love is Blind are the ones who are ready for marriage, right?
That's what's supposed to be.
That's what's supposed to be. But the majority of these men they're a circus.
Afraid of commitment. Why are you going on Love is Blind if you're afraid of commitment?
And I remember this happened in the US too. And they're like, oh, I really wanted to like test and stretch myself, put myself outside my comfort zone. And it's like, you're messing.
Yeah, don't use me as your test.
No.
No.
You're messing with real people's lives to like test out.
This is not a joke.
Meant for a committed relationship. And it's like, you literally married me as a test. It's like you're psycho.
That's not
Like,
how it works.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into it.
Don't get us worked up.
I know, bro. Let's only a few minutes in, and we're like, So, what stuck out to you in the pods? Like, who immediately were you like, okay, I see this. I see their connection. I think they're gonna get married.
Not gonna lie, not much. It was giving Love is Bland a little bit, and I was behind, so I had to catch up. And you were like, yeah, you gotta watch. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta watch. And binging it was even worse. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to binge the pods. Like, I'm struggling to get through. So I was like multitasking. I like had it on in the background.
Yeah.
I guess the couple that resonated me, which, spoiler alert, doesn't work out, but I thought Barda and Jed seemed to have like a good connection.
Yes, I agree.
Like, they seemed to connect over like having similar heritages. Like, she was Albanian, he was half Lebanese.
Yeah.
They weren't really seeing other people, or of course you having other conversations, but they seemed to be focused on each other.
Yeah.
Like, not in a love triangle like some other couples. So they didn't really have as many hesitations as like, right, with Ashleigh and Billy. Billy had hesitations the whole time. Like, yeah. But Jed seemed locked in and Barda seemed locked in. So I honestly, they were the only couple that I thought, okay, yeah, they're going to get married.
Yeah. I think another couple, like Ashleigh and Billy, seemed like very compatible, like in the pods. They both have a military background. Like, they just seemed like a good fit. But then clearly, it seems like Billy clearly has things he needs to work on. And he said he was ready, but he kept on being like, oh, you're a flight attendant, you're a flight attendant. And it was like, why are you so obsessed with that she's a flight attendant? Like, it didn't compute to me why this was such a big red flag for him.
Because his job also travels and moves a lot, and you don't hear her saying stuff. Like, it just felt like
an excuse.
Anyone could say this about any job, and it felt like an excuse. Agreed.
I know. So that,
or maybe he has a vendetta against flight attendants, because the dad said, like, the last thing my son said is like, she better not be cabin crew.
Never dating a cabin crew.
So he must have like maybe something happened on a plane.
He said he dated someone who was cabin crew, and it ended just so poorly, but it's just
he's bizarre. Triggered. He's something about cabin crew is traumatizing to him.
Yeah, I thought that was bizarre because they got a lot of screen time in the beginning. I was like, oh, like they seem like a nice couple, but then
were they the first couple to get engaged?
I believe so.
In the pods, or just the way it ended? Yeah. So they were like the strong couple that they portrayed. That's right.
Cool. So I thought they were gonna. So at first I was like, oh, they seem good. Some of the triangles, there were a handful of triangles this time around.
There were, and I actually thought Katisha was better with Demola.
Yeah, Demola. Girl, this.
Is it that time? Are we going to talk about Javen or Javen or whatever now?
However you say his name.
However you say his name.
Again,
is it time?
I guess we have to. Okay, so what? I agree. I thought that Katisha and Demola had a better connection, or Demola just seemed like, I mean, he clearly just seems like a much nicer person. Like Javen, however you say his name, he just had such red flag energy. Everything this man said, everything. It was like something in Katisha was telling her, pick the red flag. Like Demola was saying everything she wanted to hear. He was so nice. He was all in on her.
I know.
And Javen was saying nothing. He was like, yeah, like, I just really don't know. Crazy. And she would ask him, like, hey, like, where's your head at? And then she'd be like, oh, like, Javen's just like not giving me anything. And I just don't understand. Like, she's talked about how she has really bad taste in men. Clearly that has not changed.
Clearly.
Because the moment where I knew Javen was the clown of all clowns was when he was like, I'm not proposing unless she gets on one knee for me. And I was like, this is a sassy man who thinks he's the prize and he's a red flag and she needs to stay away from him. Like that was the moment. Cause the entire time I was like, he just doesn't seem like a good guy. Yeah. Then when he said that, I was like, run for the hills. Obviously she's not seeing that, but he wasn't giving you what you needed. He wasn't giving you reassurance. It just seemed like Demola was such the obvious choice. And maybe the producers and editors, were, making it more obvious than us, but to us. But it just seemed like Demola was such an obvious choice. What did you think 100%. Of that whole love triangle?
It felt like she was deciding between her type and then like who has been bad in the past, right? She's saying she's bad taste, like, but familiar, what she likes, versus the kind of nice guy someone new who she normally wouldn't go for.
Yeah.
But it's like, maybe she should try something new.
Yeah.
And it felt like her head was telling her this something new guy, which is why she initially picked him.
Mm-hmm.
And then her heart was telling her, oh, my type. And it felt like it was an internal battle.
Yeah.
And she chose wrong, clearly.
She chose wrong.
Clearly chose wrong.
She chose wrong. Do you think that if she chose Demola, they would be married right now?
I think so, because he seemed pretty obsessed with her.
He was obsessed with her. He was all in.
And that's what you want.
That's the thing. Like, you don't want the man who's giving you nothing. Like, we need the man who's all in, who is obsessed with you. Like, that's what we need, and that's how it should be.
Yes.
And it's like, because that's the guy who's going to be there for you no matter what. He's going to look after you.
100%.
I really
think Nicolandria has taught us anything.
Yeah.
You want a man to be obsessed with you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I think they would be married too. I think she's kind of convinced herself, oh, like, me and Demola just aren't a match, because it's like, I feel like they could probably get back together right now, but
I'm sure he would.
Haven't done that. And now he's a star, and Matt and Emma Willis were like, oh yeah, like, everyone loves you, Demola, like, you're so popular online. and he's like, yeah, I'm still single, you know. And it's just like, Katisha, that was your man. I'm so mad at her. I'm so mad at her. Yeah, and then the other triangle somehow still involves Javen later in the season. We'll see. Was Kieran, Sophie, and Megan. What did you think of this whole situation?
Well, it's interesting, right? Because we eventually see more of Sophie, and I'm like, thank goodness Kieran didn't pick her.
Give it a crown as well.
She clearly not the one. No. And I'm so glad we weren't robbed of Megan and Kieran, because they are like so cute, and clearly Kieran knew, right? Because Kieran. He gave like a gift or something to Megan. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And Sophie found out, and that's when Sophie was like, oh yeah, clearly I'm not the one.
And she was set off by that. What did you think of her reaction?
One, you have to know everyone's dating other people. Yeah. Two, he didn't have a chance to tell you about it, and you just got upset because Megan came back talking about the gift, but it's like, he was going to tell you. Yeah. It just felt like a little dramatic, I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely. Because you know what you're signing up for if you're dating multiple people. It's like, this happens every time. People are shocked when they go on The Bachelor and they're competing with other women for the same guy. It's like, this is the premise of the show. It
was giving overreaction. And it's like, you didn't know, like, it just happened. You hadn't talked to him. Like, you don't even know if he had a gift for you, right? So I just thought it was bizarre. I was like, why is she like so upset? I think she was feeling insecure, and she was in her feelings like, he likes her better, and it's just, I thought that was a really, it felt very over the top. Yes. Any other pod highlights
we have to talk about I Trust My Spleen? Or is that what it was? I'm listening to my spleen. Or what was that?
I'm listening, I have to listen to my spleen.
Patrick and Anu, we have to talk about it.
Patrick, oh my gosh, she was like, my splenic intuition. And it's like, have you ever heard of that?
No. And I told you it reminded me of Clayton on Perfect Match. Talking about like, I have to listen to my intuition. I'm like, stop
with this spleen madness. It's like your spleen and your intuition are wrong.
You guys are making awful decisions, so clearly you don't have a good compass. Like, stop making things up.
I know. And the entire time when Anna was like, yeah, I'm really connecting with Patrick, I'm like, I'm confused. Girl, what do you see in this man? She's like,
I didn't think they were a good match, to be honest.
She was like really into him. And I think you're in Love is Blind. I think, you're just, your emotions are heightened. But she was like, yeah, I'm a Christian. And he was like, oh yeah, I grew up, but it's not my thing, but I'm really spiritual, my splenic intuition and stuff. And I'm just like, those two things. And she was like,
maybe not a red flag, but like, not your person.
No,
like two different things.
That's not right. Not your person.
It does not clash. It does not match.
Right. And she was like, yeah, I listen to Holy Spirit. You listen to your spleen. It's the same thing. No, it's not.
Definitely not the same. Don't conflate those two, please.
'Tis not the same thing.
Not the same at all.
Not the same.
Girl.
Oh gosh. And so it's bad. Like, you're like, I'm listening to my spleen. It's like, he was like, yeah, I just felt in my spleen that Anu was cold and, was out of it. And it's like, no, you're just using like normal human senses. He said that. He was like, I just felt it in my spleen that Anu just like wasn't in the best mood.
Like, I honestly Do we need to research what a spleen is? Like,
Oh,
does he know what it means?
that
Like,
was
that's
so
an
funny.
organ?
Yeah.
Like, it, to my knowledge, doesn't act like your sensory system. So it just, everything about it
Bizarre.
seems bizarre.
Very bizarre. Yes, so that was a highlight of the pods. What did you think of Cal and Sarover in the pods?
I was a fan.
Yeah.
They
Me
seemed
too.
like
I
a
thought
good
they did
match.
too, yeah.
And I thought they were having interesting conversations about like race and culture and ethnicity, because he was half Pakistani and she was Indian, and she never has always thought she would be with an Indian man, and that's what her family wants. And I don't know the details, but it seems like apparently there's like cultural like conflict between Pakistanis and Indians. So it just apparently was like a kind of pivotal thing for them to try to be in a relationship.
Yes. I also am not educated enough on this, but like I do have a good amount of Indian and Pakistani friends, and they've told me a bit about this conflict. So it is very much so a thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, they seemed like a good match, but it did concern me. It was giving Shake and Deep
Oh my gosh.
a little bit, because Shake was like, yeah, I only date like blondes with blue eyes, and Deep similar was like, yeah, I only date white people, and Cal was like, yeah, I've only dated blonde with blue eyes. I was just like, oh no. But that didn't really seem to be an issue.
No.
They seemed to be into each other.
It didn't.
Right. So it seemed like the race thing wasn't really an issue, but there were
Yes.
clearly other issues.
Yes.
Okay. So
something was wrong.
Something was amiss. So Shelby, the honeymoons are in Cyprus this time around,
Yes.
not Greece. What did anything stand out to you from the honeymoon?
The honeymoons were kind of like lackluster, huh?
Yeah, nothing really.
Normally there's more drama as they like meet each other or go to the there's usually more drama, I feel like, but there wasn't.
No.
They all kind of got along. No couples broke up. Like, I will say, everyone did keep asking Katisha if she was happy, and then Javen, like, oh, how do you feel? Because she was assigned between her and Demila. It felt like people were trying to make a problem between Javen and Katisha. That was the only kind of thing.
Yeah, that stood out to me. I was like, I need to talk to Katisha. And I was like, can we stop villainizing and demonizing this Black woman? This happens every season. Like, someone's confused, right? They go back and forth. It happens. It's just like, they kept on trying to make it a thing. They're like, are you sure you're
that was something I peeped
over Demila? And it's like, not the racism. It's like, it felt very strange that they kept on being like, they're trying to villainize her. And like, this happens every single season, right? And it's interesting, right? Nicole and Benaya, something similar. I mean, she literally chose the other tall white man, and then she goes to Benaya, and it didn't, like, no one came for her.
No.
Right? Am I remembering correctly? It felt like there wasn't a whole lot of drama.
No, it didn't, because it felt like,
I mean, everyone knew that guy was a clown.
Yeah, I think that's the difference. I think the difference is she picked the clown, like Katisha picked the clown.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
it's a similar situation.
Yeah.
I get it. Is right? She picked the clown and then ended up going back to the nice guy. Maybe because she didn't go back to Demila.
Maybe that's what it was. I know. I was trying to think.
So they forgave her. They're like, okay, well, you got rid of the other guy. You came to your senses.
Yeah.
And then you chose Benaya.
Yes, she did not go back to him. Maybe that's what it was. Right.
But yeah, so it is. That's interesting. It is a similar situation, but it felt like this season they were really like mad at Katisha, and I was just like, can we like?
Whereas I think last season people were just happy to be done with Sam. They were like, yes, let's get rid of Sam. Benaya was like fine and like defended her. Javen was not defending Katisha. He was feeding into it. Yeah.
If he shut it down and was like, bro, it's fine. I don't care. Let's move on. It doesn't matter.
He did not do that for her.
He did not do that. That's a very good point. And it just shows that Benaya is a mature man who's all about his woman.
Love him.
Whereas Javen is not that. Is selfish, really. And a liar. Yeah, I agree. The honeymoons, nothing crazy really happened. Just the Katisha slander, unfortunately. They enter the real world after Cyprus.
Yes.
And did anything stand out to you in the early stages? I know we have a little party between all the, the pod squad, as they call it.
Yeah, I think it's it's interesting seeing where they all live or from. Like, so the apartments were in Manchester, which, you know, watching Love Island, I'm like, oh yeah, that's one of the big cities up north. So that was interesting. And then they like traveled to different places across the UK. So that was always cool.
Yeah.
But it didn't really heat up until the party, to be honest.
I agree. Yeah, nothing super interesting happened.
I mean, they met like the families, but like all the families eventually got on board.
Yeah,
like,
all the
right,
families were
Sarover's
nice.
mom was like a little nervous and like calling her daughter like, this is not how you're supposed to get married, but then she came around to Cal. Like,
Yeah.
everyone that had a hesitation, right, eventually gave their blessing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so the families, no real drama happened, but the party was interesting. One of my favorite moments around this whole season is when Anu and Patrick meet for the first time. You're a liar, you're a liar. You're a
Anu
liar.
came in hot. When Matt and Emma did that impression of her at the reunion,
Oh,
I screamed.
gosh.
That was so funny. That was
You're a liar.
so...
You're a liar. You're a liar.
I can't. She was like, I can sing. Here it is.
She's like, I finally sang a song. Oh my gosh, that was
She's
like,
crazy.
I think about that all the time. You're a liar.
She's so funny.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
She's
oh my
so
gosh.
funny.
And Patrick had nothing to say.
He couldn't.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I do think she came in really hot. I'm like, did she need to come in that hot? You know, like,
I
it was
agree.
iconic and funny. But I wanted to be like, girl, like, calm down. Like, don't feed into like this narrative that you're like intense.
I know.
And, you know,
angry black woman. Yeah, I agree. And when she came in, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's a lot of energy for him. And I think he did handle himself well. Like, he didn't like react or say anything. And I don't know if it was really justified. Like, I don't know how he lied. Like, I love the moment, so I'm not going to come for Anu. But I was thinking like, I was a bit confused by her reaction.
I don't think he did lie.
I don't think he really did anything wrong. I just
maybe
think
he lied by saying he listened to his spleen, but I think he probably believes he actually did listen to his spleen.
I just think they're a bad match. Like, I thought it from the beginning, but you know, I don't care if he's a liar or not, because you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar.
New banger.
It's like Mamacita. Like, those are
they need to make that into a new song. Come on.
I know. I hope Anu releases a song called "You're a Liar."
She should.
She should.
Oh my gosh. Writes itself.
My gosh. I'll download it right now.
Itself.
That moment, honestly, highlight of the season. Good for Anu that she created the
she
meme.
Still had a moment. Yeah, she still had a moment. I'm glad her moment made it into the reunion. But can we talk about how Patrick wasn't there? And in his note, he mentioned that he didn't like have ill intentions, even though he now has like a child. Like, it just seems okay. You come out of the pods and immediately have a kid with someone.
I know, that was a year ago.
It's a little fishy. You
got someone pregnant within a few months.
Like, okay, maybe you're just out here. But
Anu did ask, how do you feel about waiting till marriage? And he was like, no, clearly not. And he doesn't
clearly not. I'm like,
having babies.
So it seems
it's giving on Bartiz. Remember Bartiz had a kid like immediately after Love Is Blind. You're like,
right. So it's like, maybe he actually came on the show without a connection, but then to leave the show, clearly not learn anything, and then immediately have a kid is like
bizarre.
Regardless
of if he knew the baby mom beforehand, not strange.
Doesn't seem like the best way for you to start your new chapter.
Clearly not ready for marriage. Clearly.
No.
Yeah. So goodbye to Patrick. Cheers to Anu. I'm so happy she had that moment. So good. And Emma and Matt Willis sing it. Clearly, I'm not the only one who's obsessed with that. You're a liar.
So funny.
And the way she's like looking down and she's like doing the hand thing.
She's not playing around.
Gosh. That was so funny. What else about the Pod Squad meetup stood out to you?
Well, Javen, or what's his name?
Javen. You have to say it with a bit of an accent. Javen.
So Javen was literally eyeing every single Pod Squad woman that came in.
He is insane.
He eyed Sophie, he eyed Anu, he eyed the other black girl. I was like, and Katisha kept looking around like, what is my man doing? Like, and then he tried to act like nothing happened. It's like, if you are literally...
You're a psycho.
like looking up and down every woman that comes in, like that's disrespectful to Katisha.
Oh my gosh.
Then having flirty banter with all of them, disrespectful.
The way he
Don't
was
act
talking to
innocent.
Sophie, oh girl.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
girl.
And then trying to egg on the other contestants, trying to get them in trouble. Like, Kieran, yeah, what do you think about Sophie? Like, it felt like he was trying to start stuff. And it further showed why I wasn't a fan.
No. Yeah, his conversation with Sophie was like so wildly inappropriate and so disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh yeah, what are you thinking? Like getting close to her, like asking leading questions, like, where do you live? Oh, right corner. Oh. It's like, what is wrong with
So
you?
bad.
Like this man has no business being on Love is Blind. I think
Zero.
it's like these women are on here to like actually get married.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like a lot of these men are like, oh yeah, like I'm open to it. Like if I find the right person, maybe like I want to test myself, see if, marriage is for me. And it's like, Love is Blind is not to see if marriage is for you. Love is Blind is to get married. And I think it's like, does Javen really think that man is not ready for marriage? Or maybe
when
he
the
just wants to
sister
get
saw
famous.
him, always look at the sister. When the sister saw him and found out he was engaged, she was like, oh, like she knew right away that was not a good idea.
Cal's brother.
Siblings, no. He was like, what?
That is so.
He's not good with commitment.
Cal's
Siblings,
brother
no.
was such a red flag, Shelby. That was so
Siblings,
bad.
no.
I know. He clocked it immediately.
He clocked it immediately. He was like, my brother's engaged?
He was like, yeah, he's not really into commitment. And I'm like, when people say that, I'm like, what do you mean?
What does that mean? You're out here acting crazy.
I know.
It also, I think, is just, it shows like, I feel like it reflects our modern dating world.
Yeah.
Because so often, sadly, women are ready for commitment. They're ready to settle down. There's more women in the dating pool looking for that than men.
Absolutely.
So when you're trying to cast these shows, you find so many amazing women and it's hard to find men. And I think you're seeing that even with like Bachelor in Paradise. You're seeing that with the Golden Bachelor. Like they recently announced the cast
of the board.
Golden Ladies. I mean,
come on.
Amazing. They are like
stunning
fitness instructors and former like executives and own wineries and fight fires. And I'm just like, who are these women?
Oh, and it was so funny. One of the contestants, it like her picture, her face looks like amazing. No wrinkles, airbrush. And said she's 72. And all the comments were like, if she's 72, I'm 150. Like,
they look amazing.
They look amazing.
Literally.
It was the same situation for the first season of The Golden Bachelor. And remember, I probably said on the podcast, I was like, I saw the men for The Golden Bachelorette, and I said, X, no thank you. They all look so much older than the women. Ugh.
It literally just shows, like, it is so much harder to be a woman dating. That's my point.
Yeah.
Because I think that's part of the problem. Like, casting for these shows, they're doing their best, but there's just not as many quality eligible guys who are looking to settle down. It's the reality. So when you find a Kieran who just is the gem of this season in terms of the men, like it's like a needle in a haystack. It's a diamond in the rough. You're like shocked.
This is true.
That's my soapbox.
I know. What did you think of Katisha and Demla meeting in person? I mean, nothing really crazy happened.
Nothing crazy happened. He was very respectful. He was like, like he handled himself well.
I know. And
I think, I guess after that, it felt like she was still confident in Javen, which was a mistake. But,
she should have begged for forgiveness.
Yeah, that's when she should have pulled to Nicole. Yeah. She should have been like,
I'm so sorry, I made a mistake.
I want to be with you.
Yeah.
Because he still seems like, pretty thoughtful and sweet.
I know. I think if she begged hard enough, he would take her back for sure. Okay, so after the Pod Squad party, we see Katisha and Javen, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. He's like, oh, I want to go back out. Such a red flag, bro. He said that. I said, oh, no. And apparently chaos ensues, right? She's just upset. Katisha, before she knows any of this, she's just upset that he left her.
Yeah. Right? He was like, she was like, couldn't you tell I wanted you to stay? Like, and so, he was like, no, I couldn't tell anything. He was like, this clown.
Gosh, she's such a clown. And then Megan and Kieran are also out, and they see him. She's like, I saw Javen we was hanging out with other women all night long, or all night, like Anu and Sophie, just the other pod squad ladies. And Javen kept on being like, I wasn't with them all night. She was saying I was with them all night. And then you FaceTimes Patrick, who's another clown, and is like, bro.
You know the fact that they're friends.
Right.
Bad news.
Look
just
at
egging each other on.
Friends. Look at a man's friends. And if they're also red flags, like this man is a red flag as well. Literally. So if you're having Patrick, support your story and be your alibi, I don't trust you. I'm so
really concerned.
I'm concerned. So, yeah, what did you think of the whole Sophie situation? They're in a photo booth. There's no curtain. Is there a curtain? He's like flirting and chatting them up, the other woman, all night. Like, what were your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I want to applaud Megan and Kieran for realizing this was wrong and letting Katisha know and then confronting Javen about it. I think that's great because a lot of times people don't have the balls to do it. So I'm like...
Alex on Bachelor in Paradise.
Literally.
Everyone on Bachelor in Paradise, yeah.
So the fact that they did that much is they're good people, they're good friends, they're looking out.
Absolutely.
They know what's right and wrong and they speak on it. So I want to applaud them. And then I think Javen missed the point. Like, he was like, oh, we were just arguing in the photo booth. Like, oh, no, I was like, just having banter. The fact that you left your fiance at home, you went back out single, alone, whereas Megan and Kieran were like, okay, we're surprised to see he was the only guy there in a couple without his partner. Like, that's concerning.
Yeah.
And then the fact that you're continuing to only talk to the pod squad single ladies that you were talking to at the party. So don't make it seem like, oh, what? No, like you were having conversations and flirting with all of them at the party, and they continued at the bar. And even if you're arguing with Sophie, it doesn't matter. Why did you go off? Why did you go into a photo booth? It doesn't matter if there was a curtain. It was such a big thing at the reunion, whether it had a curtain. Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You went into a photo booth with another woman. Like, that's inappropriate.
That's inappropriate.
And I think he missed the point. He was like, oh, there wasn't a curtain. Oh, we were arguing. It doesn't matter what you were talking about.
Imagine if Katisha did half of what he did. He would lose his mind.
Literally. So it further showed, oh, this guy's a red flag. He's not taking accountability. Like, he's a flirt. Like, just X. The whole thing.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. Yeah, I'm happy that Katisha came to her senses, right? And she was like, oh my gosh, like I keep on making the same mistakes. Like this is something that my ex did. So I'm happy that she walked away. Because, right, she could have pulled a Bailey, right? You're a friend finally tells you a horrific thing that your partner does, but then she stays, right? And she forgives him, yada, 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 train wreck. But Katisha leaves, right? And she's like, okay, I have to get out of this situation.
The crazy thing is that the next day, right after that party and the after party, she doesn't know all the stuff he did. They go meet her family. And he sat there, met her mom, met her siblings after having done all that. Like, that made me sick. I felt so bad for Katisha watching it. And they get back from her family visit and she finds this out. Just the timing was brutal. But yes, I'm glad she walked away. She deserves better.
Yes.
And the fact that Javen doubled down and was
no apology, yelling at Megan and Kieran, making Megan cry. I was like, who is this guy? I know, audacity to yell
just
at
on
Megan.
Camera. Oh,
yeah, that was like, and he was like, bro, like I didn't mean to make a girl cry. And it's like, why are you screaming? Why are you yelling? It's just like, what is wrong with you?
So bad.
Yeah. So that was...
And at the reunion, he doubled down even more, Laura.
Yeah. You could tell this man is a narcissist, sociopath. It's giving Dijon. It's like you're missing the point. Like, you're missing the point.
Missing the point completely.
Yes. So good riddance. Hopefully he's never on my television again. And he gets there.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. So that was, I feel like, the most interesting thing that happened this whole season, because we see that conversation with Kieran and Megan, and then it like, then we're at the weddings. Yeah,
that was kind of the last thing. They have their wedding, dress fitting, suit fitting, the bachelor. I don't even remember, what did they do for the bachelor or bachelorette party?
Who knows?
Again, this season wasn't, to be honest, there were a lot of parts I felt like I zoned out on because they weren't that interesting.
Yeah, there were a few interesting moments, but nothing. Yeah, so we're at the weddings. Coming in, who did you think was going to get married? Who did you think was not going to get married?
I thought... So at this point, we're down to 4 couples.
Yeah.
I thought Barda and Jed, Cal and Sarover, Kieran and Megan would get married, and I thought Ashleigh and Billy wouldn't.
Totally agree. I was like, Billy is too hesitant.
I don't think he really likes telling
woman.
everyone he's 50-50.
And Cal
saying he can't get over her job. I'm like,
you're unwell, buddy. And Cal was like, how are you feeling right now in this moment? And he's like, it's a no. And that was like a week before the wedding. And the grocery store scene.
Ooh, this man.
I was like, I could never live with him.
He was like, yeah, I only eat healthy. I don't eat da-da-da. I can't have them in the house. She's like, well, I like sweets. I like a snack. You know, I want it. He was like, not them fighting over the kinds of groceries they can have.
I was like, groceries?
That's like, if I live with a man and he won't let me have chips or cookies in the house, no.
The chop. I'm sorry. It's a chop.
That's crazy. You have to have a little balance and fun in your life. And he was giving strict military guy in that moment. And Ashleigh is like this fun, bubbly girl.
No.
And I was hoping she would say no, because, girl, you don't want to be with anyone that's this hesitant about you. Like, no. I wanted to like shake her and be like, Ashleigh, you are a prize. I know you like this man, but he is so hesitant. He's making you feel bad about a job that you love, and you're like a manager. You're crushing it in.
I know.
Like,
and making you feel bad about how you eat, making you feel bad about what you love. It's like, this isn't your person.
No. So I was hoping she would say no to him. Yeah,
I agree. It was kind of giving Demi and Ollie a little bit, like how Ollie seemed really hesitant about Demi, and it seemed like Demi was really in on Ollie, but she was like, I have to pick me because you don't seem like rolling on me. So exactly. Even though I want to be with you, like I can't, right? I need to choose myself. And I agree. Ashleigh should have done the same thing. Like, and then at the reunion, she was like, I wish you said no. It's like, girl, you should have said no, right?
I mean, yes, he should have said no because he was so hesitant. Like, I'm shocked he said yes. But yeah, girl, take ownership of the situation too.
Yeah, it's like it's on. Like, yes, it's on him, but girl, this is also on you. Like, you decided to cover your eyes, not see the red flag.
You should have seen the signs that he was not for you.
I know, and you were basically kind of begging him, being like, oh, I really want this to work.
Which is so sad. You should not beg a man for anything.
Oh, never.
Say it loud. Don't beg a man for anything.
Never. That's something you'll never see me doing. So yeah, I agree. Ashleigh should have said no. She was like, you should have said no. It's like, you should have said 100%. No. This is not, you're not the victim here. You both said yes. You both said yes. You know who was the victim? Sarover. Sarover is 100%. The victim.
Justice for Sarover.
Because Cal was so sure about her.
So sure. He was so like trying to ease any concerns. Like,
he's like, no, things are great. Things are great.
We're locked in.
He was locked in.
And so they get married, have a beautiful, like, kind of Indian Pakistani wedding. Yeah. And to find out at the reunion that they weren't together, and that's because he was like, yeah, there was no spark. I was like, okay.
What are you I know, this man is not okay. This man is
wrap it up. I was like, I can't watch this.
I know. That was scary.
Because I think I texted you because I was in London and I was like, oh, I can watch from the reunion. And I couldn't finish it because I was exhausted. Because, right, a long day working. So I watched, like, the first half hour. And that's when it was announced Sarover and Cal broke up. It was announced Ashleigh and Billy broke up. And I was like, I texted you. I was like, no spoilers, but this Love is Blind reunion is crazy. And that's all I had seen. And I was so just sad. Like,
something else that came up as, like, a red flag to me about Cal. Remember when he met his mom and sister? And they were like, what do you like about Sarover? Layup of a question. He was like, yeah,
she's into fitness. And,
yeah, I know. He was like, yeah, she likes to work out. And I was like, that's what you like about your fiance?
First of all, you should have more to say. Second, what is with these men only caring if women are working out into fitness? I don't like it. Like,
it's gross.
It's gross. Like,
they just want someone who's skinny.
Like, I was in the grocery store doing like brand ambassador stuff, and I don't even know why, but all these guys are coming up to me, talking to me, da-da-da-da. Two of them, as they're trying to like get my number, get my Instagram, they're like, oh, do you work out? And I'm like, mind you, I'm someone, I do like being active, but I don't like that question. What does it even matter? Why do you need to know if I go to the gym? They're like, yeah, what gym do you go to? I'm like, ugh. I don't like it because I think at the bottom of it, to your point, they want someone who's really thin and active. They cares so much about how you look. I'm like, that should not be. They're just
into aesthetics. They just want.
That should not be.
They want a skinny gym girl.
Your first or second question when you're talking to someone.
Yeah, that's weird.
That honestly, like, it puts me off. I'm gonna say that's like my new like red flag. Another proof point of that. Rachel Rechia, right, former Bachelorette who was on Perfect Match, she announced on a podcast because people were like, yeah, why did you and Clayton break up? And she was like, yeah, I'm just not his type. You know, he likes a gym girl, a fitness girl. Mind you, Rachel Rechia is like a twig now. She lost so much weight.
She's really tight.
And for Clayton to not be into her because she doesn't work out, like, she's so thin. So to your point, like, just because you're thin does not equate to working out.
Yeah, it is a weird requirement, you know.
So weird.
That you
but also then I'm like, Clayton, why do you care? Why does Rachel need to work out?
I know why, like, I understand to a certain extent, like, being active is important, but like, why do you need someone who goes to the gym?
Like, I literally, I'm telling you, that's my new
weird. Move. It is weird.
It's weird.
It is weird. Sound off and let us know if anyone knows why men, you know, if it's not just about being skinny, like why they need someone who goes to the gym every week. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, it was Cal and Sarover.
Yes, Cal and Sarover, because he said he likes Sarover.
Like, oh yeah, I like how she's into fitness, and that's the only thing he likes about her. Yeah, I feel really bad for Sarover. I think Ashleigh's not the victim because you knew this man didn't like you. 100%. I think Sarover's the victim because she was fed over and over again how much Cal really is into her, wants to be with her. Yes. And then he flips a switch really strangely and suddenly. And now they're asking a divorce. Do you think that Billy and Cal conspired to separate?
You couldn't even finish the question, yes. When they announced that they were best buddies and that Cal and Sarover broke up like on January 3rd and Billy and Ashleigh broke up on January 4th.
Girl, bye.
And they said the same kind of language in the breakup. I was like, well, clearly you guys are in coots.
I know. Clearly. That's so weird.
And that is so weird. You can't be, and then they're like, well, I'm my own man. Clearly you're not. Because if you are breaking up with people around the same time using the same language, clearly you're not your own man. You can't think for yourself.
No.
It honestly made me even more annoyed. I was like, wow, this episode couldn't get worse for these women. And then yet it does, because we found out that they like colluded to break up.
Yeah, that was very sad.
So sad.
Were you surprised that Barda said no at the altar?
Yes. And what's interesting is she talks about how they got in some little fights before the proposal that made her say no and feel like they weren't ready.
Yeah.
But I was talking to a friend about this and I was like, it kind of felt like at least the fight they showed of us was self-inflicted by her. Like,
I know.
They go out to dinner and he's like, hey, I want to pay. I want to treat you. Bill comes, she pulls out her card. And then they get into a disagreement.
That was so bizarre.
Am I crazy? That's your fault, Barda. He told you what he wanted to do. Yes, you're an independent woman. Let him pay for your meal.
That whole storyline was so dumb. As to independent women, I was like, girl, what is
pay for your meal? It's not the end of the world.
She's like, I'm just so used to doing everything myself. I just don't like when a man takes care of me. You can miss me with that. Like, get out of here.
Take care of me.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah, literally.
You don't want a man to take care of you? You can't pay for a meal? Like, what is wrong with you? It was self-sabotage. Like, I think Barda, I'm like, you don't know what you want. You're not, like, maybe you'll find a man who's so submissive that you'll be able to do everything. But it's like, that doesn't exist. And you're like, yeah, Jed's just so traditional. And it's like, I don't think he's that traditional, girl. Like, he's a normal man who wants to pay for his fiance's meal.
From Essex. Literally. Joey Essex. No, like, I honestly, and again, I hate when women make me feel bad for men, but I honestly felt bad for Jed. I did.
That was bizarre. I do think that clearly Barda's not ready because what man are you looking for, girl? A man who's not going to take care of you? A man, like a submissive who you're just going to do everything? Like, that's not how a marriage works, girl.
No. And she came in like really hot at the reunion and was like really upset with him. And Jed was cool, calm, collected. Like,
he was.
And I was like, girl, like,
I know, girl.
You kind of, broke up with him. You're kind of in the wrong. Like she was like, like we went to the gym and you didn't tell me your ex was there. I was like, are we fishing for problems? Like, I don't know. It felt like she was really trying to make it seem like he was the issue.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't, and again, maybe there's stuff we didn't see, but I don't know. by the end, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm the biggest fan of Barda.
Yeah, she might have, because he seemed really into her, right? He said yes, right? He said yes.
He said yes.
Yeah,
she
it
said
seems
no.
like she is self-sabotaging, which is sad because he seemed like a decent guy who was really.
Oh well, Laura, I just realized he didn't go.
Yeah, he didn't go.
First.
He didn't go. But he said at the reunion that he was going to say yes. So it's just like, girl, you're blocking your blessing. Like this man was all in. So
all in.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I was surprised she said no, but she's got to work on herself. But
long way to go.
We do have one happy couple.
Oh, thank goodness, Laura. Because honestly, that's what I'm like. This season was not looking good.
I know. Love is not blind.
Love is not blind.
Yes. So, Kieran and Megan.
Yes.
When I tell you, this is one of my favorite Love is Blind couples. They seem like such a good match. Like they're so fun.
They love to dance.
I love how Megan stood up for Katisha. Like someone had to, because everyone was trying to make her the villain all season. And it's like,
and her man stood by her.
Yes, her man supported her. Kieran called out Javen, and I was like, thank God. Because so many times, right, we see on all these shows, these men enable each other. They don't call each other out. They will gaslight each other. They will gaslight the women just to like have their boys back. And it's like, that's not being a good person, right? So I'm happy that Kieran stood by her, called Javen out, 100%. And was like, no, she's right. And I just thought, I really like the relationship. I really like them. They're so fun. They're so cute. Like they're silly.
So cute.
Yeah.
And silly.
And also Kieran, he looks like an actor. Like he looks like a model. Where did they?
But he's a game designer or producer or whatever. I was like, good for you, Megan.
I'm like, she got the prize.
Get your man.
Yes. I think they're both just
a 28-year-old that really was ready to get married.
Cute. And cute.
Has a job.
So has his own
likes
business.
To dance, and you like to dance. Like
I
it just felt like, wow.
Check. Yeah. Like they just are so compatible. I really like them.
But I'm telling you, when I was watching the reunion, I was getting nervous because I was like, everyone was breaking up, and I was like, if these two aren't together,
that would be devastating.
But thank goodness they are, and they're happy.
Yeah. So I'm really happy for them. They're a great couple. At least we have one, and the one is good. It's not like it's like Lydia and Nilsson or someone. You know what I mean?
I think they're not together anymore.
Married that season.
That was
not even together.
Awful. Shocker.
Yes. So
another couple that shouldn't have gone.
So Shelby, is this season of Love is Blind UK a wait or watch?
I feel bad, but I'm saying a wait. I know, a wait, just because even though we got like one good couple and there was like drama throughout, most of the season was kind of boring. Yeah. And I hate when there are people that I root for and then they get their heart broken. Like,
I know.
Seeing what happened to Sarover, devastating.
I know.
Like, Ashleigh I liked. I think that, again, she should have said no, but even like, I hate the way Billy was talking about her the whole time. I was like, ugh.
I know.
So it was hard to watch. But I'm glad I watched to the end. There were some surprises, right? Like Barda saying no to Jed. But if I hadn't watched, would I be okay? Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I was really excited about this season. Right, I loved season 1, but this definitely did not meet those expectations. Like season 1 was top tier. The whole Nicole Benaya situation, like, so good. She like, kicked Sam to the curb. Like everything about that season was just so good. So yeah, I had very high expectations and did not meet them. So yeah, I would say it's a wait too. It was a fine season. We got a good couple. There was interesting drama, but not interesting enough.
But what's crazy to me is that apparently there was a couple that formed outside of the pods between two singles.
Okay.
Who didn't leave the pods engaged. Like, have you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
Like, so Amy said yes to Ross M, and they got engaged, but they didn't work out, but they were never shown. And then she reconnected with a different Love is Blind contestant, James, and they're still together.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, why didn't you guys pick this up?
Or talk about it at the reunion?
Or talk about it at the reunion. Yeah. Like, whenever stuff like that's happened, it feels weird to me. I was like, that's technically another interesting success story. The fact that someone got engaged to someone else, that didn't work out, but then they found another contestant that they liked. Like,
yeah,
that would have added more intrigue to me.
Absolutely.
Seems like a missed opportunity.
I agree with you. I agree. So okay, so we're both waits, but
Yeah.
will I probably watch next season? Yeah.
I know. Love is Blind has a hold on me.
I know, it's just like the potential for it to be so good is just really high, but it does fall flat, But I get excited every time. Under our What to Watch segment, what else are you looking forward to, Shelby? I know there's a new US season coming out.
Yes. Love is Blind season 9 comes out October 1st.
Oh my gosh, that's so
taking
soon.
place in Denver.
Ew. No offense to Denver. I've never been to Denver.
I know.
But the Midwest season.
I mean, I went for a podcast conference, but
I know. The Midwest season's just consistently a flop. So I just am not excited about this.
I know. I'm like,
there'll probably be like 1.5 Black people. So
I'm not thrilled. And then, of course, like if you do want to watch, apparently UK has been renewed, so it'll probably be coming out again next year.
Okay, well, if you enjoyed this episode of Sisters Who Watch, please make sure you're giving us 5 stars. 5 stars wherever you listen. Please rate, download, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms at Sisters Who Watch. Send us an email. All the good things. Follow us. We are so appreciative of your support.
Yes, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Bye. Stay watching.